So, volume guarantee is not a mode of ventilation. It's not going to change how you ventilate your baby. All volume guarantee is a safeguard to prevent wide swings in your tidal volume. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to set a target tidal volume for your baby. The ventilator will then look at every breath that comes back from the baby. If it matches that target, it won't do a thing. If it doesn't match that target, the next subsequent breaths, it will either increase flow or decrease flow to try to get back to that target. Okay, so it's just a safeguard to keep my tidal volumes closer in a safe range. It will make my PIP irrelevant. I'm allowing my PIP now to float because I want to keep my tidal volume safe. Okay, so it's easier to show it than it is to describe it. So, Doc comes up, says, George, put this baby on 20/5. You put this baby on 20/5. I'm just going to go in here real quick. You didn't see me do this. Okay? Oops. Okay. So, I put this baby on 20/5. You need to be conversant with the doc and say, hey, I'm getting Jesus. That's not good. I'm getting 4.8 cc's per kilogram. We want to be between 4 and 6. Okay, but I'm happy with that. Okay. I now want to put the ventilator.
Yeah, that's 4. Excuse me, 4 and 6. Yeah, that's according to the weight.
Yes. Yes. So I've told the ventilator how much the baby weighs. All right. There.
Uh-huh.
And this is now then telling me I'm doing how many cc's per kilogram VTE per how many cc's VTE per kilogram is there. Okay. I'm going to bump this up just a little bit. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to tell the ventilator that I want to keep in this range. And this range is being created by this VTE here. Okay, so it's always VTE. So what I'm going to tell the ventilator is I'm going to use this VTE as my target. All right, so I'm going to go into my mode screen, and there's volume guarantee. Now watch what happens when I hit volume guarantee. Watch what happens down here. It turns to tidal volume. This is my target tidal volume. I've told the ventilator, look at every breath that comes back from my baby. If it's 7 cc's, don't change a thing. If it's less than 7 cc's, next breath, add some more flow, add some more flow, add some more flow. If it's more than 7 cc's, next breath and some subsequent breaths, take away flow, take away flow, take away flow, so you get back to 7. Okay? So let's watch what happens. So, unfortunately...
Take away flow means we are not doing anything with the flow. The machine does it.
Oh, yeah, not you. The machine's doing it all automatically. Yeah, the machine, this is all automatic, okay? So, let's clamp my baby's lungs down, okay? So my volume's going to go down. So see my volume's going down? All right? Watch my pressure. Oops. You didn't see me do this. Okay? Watch my pressure. It's now going to go up and up and up until I reach 7 cc's. Okay? It will stop when it reaches my high peak pressure alarm minus 3 centimeters. At that point, you're going to get this that comes up. Volume guarantee pressure is limited. So my peak pressure is 31. I'm not going to go past 31, but I'm still not even close to my 7 cc's. So the question I have to do now as a clinician is, which is more important to me? Keeping my 7 cc's or keeping my safe high pressure limit?
Yeah, but that peak pressure is so high for babies, isn't it? That peak pressure is so high.
Which is more important to a baby? Which damages a baby's lung more? High peak pressures or low tidal volumes?
Yeah, but
I would tell you low tidal volumes. So this is a bad example because this is fairly high. I mean, this is a bad. If I have my test lung, they have my little things on it. But watch what. Let's do it reverse. Let's say I've set up my target here, okay, and now my baby's I surfactant my baby. Watch my tidal volume, right? All right, my tidal volume's going really high. it's going to then change my flows until I reach back to 7. So my PIP is now all over the place. Okay, my PIP's going to float. My PIP becomes irrelevant. Okay, I don't even have a PIP on here. I still have my peak and spirit pressure here. Okay, it's still there. So I know that if I come out of VG, that's what's going to go back into. But it's become irrelevant at this point.
Oh, okay. So
This.
when they order it,
So what we think, we're talking with the docs. So this is what they're going to do. They're going to say, put this baby on volume guarantee with a target of 7 cc's. They're going to say this baby's 1.5 kilos. I'm going to target 7 cc's tidal volume. You're going to put them on volume guarantee with a target of 7 cc's tidal volume, and then keep an eye on what my PIPs are. Because now changes in your PIP will tell you how the baby's doing. If my PIP has a tendency to drift downwards, my baby's lungs are getting better. If my PIP has a tendency to drift upwards, my baby's lungs are getting sicker. Okay, so PIP will now tell you some information about your patient that you haven't had before. Okay, because my PIP was always steady. Okay, so what I've basically done is I've let my volumes stay fairly close to a midline, and my PIPs can now go all over the place. Where in the past I had my PIPs nice and steady, and my volumes all over the place. Volume is more damaging than pressure is, so I want to keep my volume safer than my pressures. Studies have shown that babies on volume guarantee and volume targeted ventilation actually get off the ventilators quicker than on just pure pressure ventilation. So it does seem to work. If I want to make a change, all I have to do is just come out of here, come out of volume guarantee, I'm back into pressure ventilation. Dial that down. So let's say my baby's CO2 was really low. I'm giving too much tidal volume. And then there's my new target tidal volume. Go back into volume guarantee. And my new target is now 6 cc's instead of 7 cc's. And this will eventually move down. You'll see my pressures will move down a little bit until this reads 6. The only babies who I wouldn't use this on is babies with big leaks. Now 26 is not terribly, but if more than 65% of a leak, I wouldn't even bother using this. Because the algorithm gets really dumbed down. It just doesn't. It's not going to be worthwhile doing. In your blood gas lab is a binder, a new one.
Oh.
It has this step by step. So if you want to put it on, it will take you step by step on how to do it. It also does non-invasive and nasal CPAP too. So everything we just went over, it has pictures of the screens and it'll tell you exactly what to do. And that's volume guarantee, guys.